Welcome back to MLG. Everybody having fun?
Yeah, actually, I'm having a pretty good time.
Yeah, this is just great. We got another great match coming up here. It's going to be Demuslim against Naniwa. I want to ask JP and Rob a little question.
What's that? What
is
question
that?
would that be, Nick?
Okay, what is the one thing that Naniwa doesn't do that everybody that basically plays StarCraft 2 does?
I don't know, Nick.
Wow, this is a good riddle, actually.
It's like a totally loaded question. There's no way they would
Yeah.
know what I'm going to say. No, and then you guys out there and watching at home or maybe in the audience have done this where you have a sentry and you're in a battle and you don't have enough money for a guardian shield. And so you go, "Nyah," and you just put one force field in the middle of the battle for no reason.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? And then the army just goes like that, and then you lose anyways because I don't know why. You're just, I got to get rid of I got to spend this sentry energy. Naniwa never wastes sentry energy.
Never.
He won't even throw out force fields if he sees that it's not entirely necessary. He can have minimal losses and still come out ahead in the battle.
Yeah, he does have some of the best force fields
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah. I mean, unless you have a ramp involved, one
So-
force field is just not really
No, that's very true. Now,
useful.
I have a question for JP and Rob.
Yeah.
Guys,
Oh, wait, do you,
what?
Dan?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
What does Demuslim do that almost no one else in StarCraft does?
Oh, I know this answer, but
Oh, wait.
you're also involved in this.
Well, then, in that case, Dan, you've set up your joke. What does he do?
What does he do, Dan?
There's no joke. I'm just throwing that
We're
to you
just
guys.
see if there's
No,
anything
man.
out there.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
The
You're supposed to
answer
be
is
helping
he
us out.
beats-
Come on.
Work with me, man.
The answer
Now
is he
the
beats
joke's on
Nest-T.
us.
Obviously.
Oh,
Look at you.
Well, actually, that can't be correct.
Yeah.
So does Naniwa.
Oh, wow, this is the Nest-T killers.
Yeah.
is?
Oh, damn.
The King Slayers, some might say.
Not
Oh.
this again,
I feel
Dan.
like as you say that, our monitor is going to change, and suddenly Nest's face is going to appear angrily as he flies across. Not on a plane or anything, but just with his superpowers here to battle these two guys as we say that. Right, we might have a little bit of time to kill here.
That's okay. I love killing time with you.
So let's take a look at this graphic. It's a great graphic.
Yeah, it looks kind of
Guys,
nice.
don't laugh at me. Marine King is dominating.
He is.
Look
He's-
at that.
Well, he's already dominated, actually.
Yeah.
Poor
He
Ganji.
actually just owns
You know,
the
dominated
universe.
and dominating both work because he did dominate today, but he may continue to dominate in the future.
Well, and he was dominating before
Wow.
today, so he's continued that pattern.
Wow.
I do feel bad for Ganji. You know, he's a very talented player, but that is a pretty scary
Yeah, and
pool.
I mean, he actually has to go up against MC for his last match in that group. I wonder how that'll go.
You know, I have no idea. Ganji, I think, might have a better chance against MC than most people would consider. MC, you know, he's one of these guys, I don't like to use the word cocky, but I like to say he's very confident. He likes to trash talk. And, you know, he's not had the kind of success. Oh, look at this.
Hey Pro.
Yes.
2 wins. Naniwa lost to Hey Pro. That means, JP and Rob, what do you think about that? Did you guys see it?
I did not see it, but Hey Pro has actually beat Naniwa and Demuslim so far.
So he's the beater of beaters of Nest-T, and actually he beat Nest-T too.
He also beat Nest-T, yeah.
Oh, my
Crap.
God.
Oh,
Apparently
man.
everyone's beat Nest-T.
This is
I
like
hope
the
that title
StarCraft
sticks.
circle of life, Simba.
Oh my
We've
God.
got this figured out. Well, no, we
Hey
don't.
Pro is in banjo mode, man. That is
Oh,
totally
man.
sick.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Again, we're still. Actually, let's take a look at Group C. Huck, 3 wins. I guess that's
Not a
shocking.
big surprise.
Not a
but
big shock.
Rhett with 3 losses. I'm a little bit surprised about that.
I
Rhett
think-
has been playing so well recently.
Yeah, I think we all are, especially after seeing him play in the Red Bull land last week, right?
Right.
He just did very well. We really saw his play kind of evolving, although that whole weekend he only worked on his ZVP,
Right? It's true.
and his group is not all Protoss.
He's currently 2-6 right now, so at least I would think 2 of those matches have been 2-1. So pretty close matches.
The Violet game was relatively close, although Violet
Yeah.
just turned on his superpowers.
Right.
He does that sometimes.
Tell us about Pool D.
Well, Pool D has Oz winning it so far. Not a big surprise there. Parting 1-1, the STC 1-1, and Grubby unfortunately down at 0-2.
Ooh.
I suppose if I had to predict the way that group would look. It's not too shocking.
No, that's kind of what you would expect. But I mean, Grubby, at least I know he's taken at least one game from the group so far.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he's probably playing pretty well. I haven't seen his games yet, though.
Grubby's an interesting player to cast because he is so calculated, and I do love the way he micros.
Wow. Ben is so still. Oh, and right as he moves his hand.
But
he looks
just
like a
if we look
statue.
just very carefully at this angle, Demuslim could pass as a Rob impersonator.
A little bit,
If you
yeah.
look just
that's
closely
that's
enough.
actually very true.
The resemblance is uncanny.
You know what? I'm flattered. Ben's gorgeous.
He is. He's a sharp-looking guy.
But so is Naniwa.
Yeah, so is Naniwa,
Now,
actually.
looks aside, who's going to win this match? That's what I want to know. Naniwa is down 0-2 in his group. Maybe he's not playing that well. Demuslim, well, he's only
Also.
played one match, right?
No, he's also 0-2 in the group.
Oh, he's also 0-2.
Yeah, no, he's 0-2.
Oh,
Yeah.
the battle of the 0-2s.
Yes.
But this is really important because the winner of this is going to be, considerably deeper,
Yeah.
in the
Well,
tournament.
1-2 is just so much better than 0-3. That's just a fact.
It's a fact. Thank you, Artosis.
Thank you, Dan.
You guys are welcome.
Thank you, Arfusius. Your wisdom is unmatched. We are going to go ahead and start up this game. So make some noise. Great. Or else I wouldn't have started the game. I would have caused a hostage situation. So you passed the test. Okay, great. The game is now loading. The map's going to be Daybreak. And
Now, moving his mouse so quickly, he uses his left hand for the mouse, but he's not left-handed. It's an interesting fact.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Wait, hold on a second. We need to talk about that, but first we need to introduce the players. In the bottom left starting location, one of the greatest Protosses I've ever been able to cast or had the opportunity to cast. Make some noise for Naniwa! And in the upper right, famous during the beta of StarCraft II, and he's managed to stay around for quite a long period of time, having some pretty impressive success at the MLG Winter Arena. Give it up for Demuslim.
So, back to what we were talking
Okay,
about.
so I want to make sure I understood what you said correctly, so let me
Yes.
try to repeat this. You're telling me that Naniwa uses a left-handed mouse but is right-handed.
He uses his left hand on the mouse. I don't know that the mouse is a left-handed mouse.
So you're saying he could potentially be using a right-handed mouse with his left hand, but
No.
okay.
His left hand
Artosis is
uses
like
the
literally
mouse.
picking up the mouse and show me. Okay.
With my left hand, because
Okay.
that's how he plays, even though he's right-handed.
Oh man, that's so interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah, well, considering how good he is, and then
Well, that's why his force fields are so beautiful. That part, the left part of your brain is the artistic
is that the
part.
artistic side? Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
I
why.
I can
Couple
already tell
barracks.
this game's going to be interesting. We have a proxy barracks.
Well, I think he's hoping that Naniwa will go for a quick Nexus, like a Nexus first. But even if he doesn't, this can be very dangerous. Now, Naniwa is one player that actually scouts for proxies more than most other players. So he may figure out, but it looks normal right now. If I'm looking at that as pros, I'm like, okay, you're just going for an expansion.
And as you can see here, the SCV coming out to this expansion.
Yeah,
It's all a ploy. See, it's working. He brings the SCV out to say, hey, look at me, I'm expanding.
Yeah. But
and
that
then
SCV is lying. He's
a
not expanding
liar.
at all.
He's a filthy liar. And he tricked Naniwa well because Naniwa planted a pylon. What?
Naniwa is in a lot of trouble. He stopped mining gas. He didn't make the core. This build that Demuslim is doing is going to be extremely good against him. You cannot beat off these Marines with just Zealots. You need to get Stalkers out immediately, and even then it's extremely hard if they send SCVs. So right now it's looking like Demuslim can definitely take this game.
Now, for those of you who are not, StarCraft experts, what we're seeing here by Demuslim is a special strategy made to only beat really good people. Most of lesser StarCraft players are like, I don't know, man. I sent a probe into his base, run around, try not to die, but I don't actually look at the buildings. Naniwa's not one of those people. So
No.
Oh, SCVs are coming too.
Oh, this is going to be so deadly. That core still
but-
not done.
This
Is
probe
he-
might be able to tip off.
No.
Nope, no, he
Wrong
won't.
way.
Wrong way.
Oh, but he's going to maybe see them. No,
No,
we
no.
barely missed that Marine walking in, and already the units are getting down towards that Nexus, but Demuslim is going to want to skip that and make bunkers in the main. We do have a Stalker on the way. And he's bringing out all of his
The
probes.
probes are coming. They're right around the
Oh.
Marines, but it looks like Demuslim is microing very well. Remember, these bunkers, if they finish, it is really problematic, but actually, unless I'm mistaken, I believe the control here apparently of Naniwa is just really good.
That was absolutely a beautiful probe drill there. And Demuslim looks like he's going to be pushed back. Now, to go over what went wrong there is he had all of his SCVs and his Marines in a mining path. So when Naniwa clicked on the minerals outside, his probes went right through there and could surround everything. If Demuslim was off to the side a bit more, that would not have looked like that.
Yeah, well said. You always have to avoid the mining path because that's when you could really utilize the worker movement.
So right now we have a pretty big supply deficit for Demuslim right now. Still keeping some Marines at that watchtower, a powerful place to put them indeed. And he's just building Marines on stuff. There we go. He is going to throw down a command center. So not going to do phase 2 all-in type thing here.
Well, you know, here's the problem. It's 24 probes to 14 SCVs.
And 2 mules.
And well, yeah, granted, mules are
So
pretty
Protoss
good.
is in trouble.
I mean, granted, yeah, I mean, the mules, on a serious note, are useful. With Chrono Boost on the Nexus, I mean, he could really, it's going to be tough for, if Naniwa does a timing attack, for Demuslim to hold that expansion.
Indeed it is. Well, right now we do have Naniwa adding on some more gates. Looks like he's going to do a 4-gate pressure with the 2 bases, and in fact, we'll look at this sneaky pylon. And the Marines coming up, some good force fields, but taking a lot of damage. Not losing, just look at that micro from Naniwa.
And that was a situation where you could tell he did not even micro that 1 injured sentry back just yet because he knew exactly how much damage was being input there from that Marine. He's just such a solid player.
Oh, could
is he
he
gonna get the
possibly kill the SCV before this is done? No, barely not. If he had, that would have been really gross for Demuslim. He's going to have to bring his Marines back now, and GG.
Yeah, that's it, GG.
Yeah, that's just, it's too much damage. And Naniwa feeling happy, drinking out of that cup.
He handled that incredibly well. I was almost positive that the game was about to end when we saw the SCVs coming. Do you think he should have set more SCVs?
I don't think he had to. I think that he could have done a lot more damage if he just was in the mine path. Those probes went, they surrounded everything. That's a lot of damage. He has a lot of probes sitting there. But if he's all off to the side, the probes just kind of come up in a clump and you micro back and it gets pretty dirty.
All right, JP, Rob, talk to us.
Well, I mean, you pretty much hit the nail on the head with how the probe pathing worked there. He was able to get in and get that surround. Yeah. Now, the big thing, too, there was that Naniwa pulled away all of his probes before the fight was done. Like, as soon as he had 1 Zealot, 1 Stalker out, he knew that he didn't need to risk any more probe life and just maximized all the mining.
It's true. It's great. I do want to point out that it's so smart that he did not just try to kill the Nexus.
Ooh, yeah, that's
a lot of
definitely
people
not what he wants to do.
When you experience that at a high level, I mean, dude, keep the Nexus. You sent 5 or 6 SCVs at me. I will gladly give up a Nexus and play a normal game knowing that you have an important structure, the barracks in the middle of the map. And why are you laughing at me, Rob?
Oh, you're a poet, Nick.
Thank you. We're going to have a quick commercial break when I'm also going to raise my chair height because MLG did not give me a phone book to sit on so I would be the same height as Dan. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more awesome StarCraft 2 action here at MLG.